The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College System.
We don't need no stinking budget. Oh, no.
Well, you buy a hat like this, I bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
You play ball like a girl! Oh yeah! Gonna to play!
And Leon's getting larger! Nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while?
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Isaac Anderson, and welcome to Big Bang Cinema. Okay, go ahead. Just go ahead and say your name.
My name is Tyler.
You're part of the show too, right?
Yeah, I supposedly I am.
Okay, you look like you were about to go in, but you didn't know when. I decided to open it a little differently this time.
I was going to go in. You jump the gun.
Different intro, same shirt and pants. But guys, thank you so much for joining us today. In case you don't know, this is a show where we talk about movie news, movie reviews, and everything in between. All right, yeah, say we get that together. You wore that in the Wonder Woman review, I think. Didn't you? You wore something just like that. I think
I did wear this.
Guys, if you've seen them, leave it in the comments, which we'll get into later. But
if anybody's watching, please leave it in the comments.
Yeah, I know, all 7 people. We really do appreciate it.
7,000.
We don't have that many people. But speaking about not that many things and not that many ideas, Sony.
Oh Lord, here we go. Sony, look, good Lord.
Yeah, Sony.
These people will get a franchise. Ride it in the rain, put it up wet. I swear, they'll keep riding until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, they do some weird things. But apparently, there's a Venom movie coming out, and the character of Carnage is going to be in this movie. And for those that don't know, Carnage,
Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy?
Not Butch Cassidy, but something Cassidy.
Cletus
Cassidy.
Why don't you tell the people at home what Carnage is? You know more about comics than I do.
Venom's suit respawned, and it's a living creature, and it respawned. And it got, well, he was in an insane asylum, and it jumped off him, went into a serial killer, and he perfectly bonded with the suit because he was not fighting it, and he's a serial killing Venom symbiote.
So he's more evil Venom.
Oh yeah, Venom's an anti-hero. Venom is not that bad.
He's kind of like a Deadpool kind of thing.
There's no humor in this man.
Oh, I was like in the sense like he's an anti-hero, kind of like he doesn't really...
he's a tortured hero, and this guy's straight up serious. He's kind of like. A lot of the shows they team up, but most of the time he's the arch enemy of Venom.
And that seems pretty cool. I mean, I know for a fact that I think Sam Raimi wanted them in his sequels, but the Sam Raimi sequels did not really work out the way they wanted it to.
If you saw the Spider-Man 3, that was pretty much a Black Carnage.
Yeah, well, isn't Black Carnage Venom?
No, Venom's
better.
Venom's totally different from Carnage. He was screaming, running around, real skinny.
Yeah, so they basically made Venom Carnage.
So imagine there's a skinny red one, that's Carnage, and the big buff black one is Venom. Yeah.
Oh yeah, is that like a metaphor for something?
Yeah, it's the metaphor for this guy.
Oh, come on, Red!
But I mean, so Sony is producing this. Do you think we're actually gonna get a little bit kind of integration with the new Sony Spider-Mans that are kind of
It better be. This thing's going to fail.
Do you think this is going to be like? Do you think eventually we're going to see these characters in the MCU?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm probably just going to see Spider-Man. Maybe Venom shows up, but probably not Carnage and the rest of these. Because I mean, I got a feeling they're going to kind of. He's only going to be needed when the MCU needs him. He's going to have his own universe, kind of his own world outside of that.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of his villains are going to appear in any of the other Marvel films.
So you think it's going to be more so kind of
It's kind of like, MCU Spider-Man. It's like Spider-Man kind of
hops between the two.
Yeah, hops between the two.
But like if it's in that world, doesn't that make them in the MCU world too?
It's MCU world, but you're not going to see them MCU movies.
Yeah, but like
it's kind of like I'll say like Daredevil.
Oh yeah, kind of like the television stuff.
Yeah, they're in the same world, but you're never going to see them in the movies.
I mean, that's really kind of disappointing, don't you think?
Well, I mean, you're going to see Spider-Man a lot. Maybe Spider-Man, or maybe I guess you'll probably see characters from the MCU in his films, but you're probably not going to see his enemies in the MCU.
Do you think if the movie doesn't do well, as a last resort, do you think they're going to do like what they did with Spider-Man and try to give that more to Disney and Marvel?
Most likely that's going to happen because this is a failed franchise. I mean, the franchise is worth $1 billion. They're probably going to like sell it back to Marvel or Disney because Disney would be more than glad to buy it.
Yeah, I'm sure they can make an awesome movie out of that. Who knows? Sony might be able to do an awesome movie about that, but we haven't seen an awesome movie like that
since Columbia.
Yeah, exactly. And well, I mean, Columbia is owned by Sony. So.
Well, no, Columbia doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's sad.
I miss back when Coca-Cola was pulling the strings.
Singular Wireless. Remember them? Yeah. Remember that little Columbia?
Remember Payless Shoes?
Remember Marcy Grace?
Do you remember Friends?
I do remember Friends. I have some right here. Yeah. Ah, that's a good old trip down memory lane.
You remember back when people would be there for you? You remember that? But it's not.
I do.
That
was fail. I do.
So sad.
That's enough sad violin.
I miss the 90s.
I think everybody does. I think even marketing people do because they're always trying to market off of that. But.
Yeah, back before the Facebook, MySpace, and everybody had a cell phone.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So I hope this does well because we haven't seen this on the big screen done right.
I want them to push a nostalgia factor with it.
Really?
Yeah, kind of nostalgia from like the very first Spider-Man film.
I would love to see a tone like that in a movie because we haven't had a Sam Raimi tone in a superhero movie since his movies. Yeah. And that tone is just like not quite comic book, but it's not quite real life. And that's described by the producers of the film too. I think it's an amazing tone to have. Those movies are so much fun. Like so we're going to talk about some Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi ones a little bit later in some way. Stay tuned. But that tone just kind of works so well. But now it's either kind of like we have to have the super ridiculously sarcastic, jokey thing like with Deadpool, or we're going to have like the super serious thing like Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. And there's no like real in between.
There's no campy left.
Yeah, there's no like campy fun kind of thing left. You can't go in between. It seems like you got to go one extreme or the other. And I kind of miss that about the superhero movies. But guys, if you have any opinions on any of these things we're talking about right now?
Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man. Oh,
that was campy.
No, it was still serious though. It still took place in that world. They all have been consistently kind of like that. But if you have any comments, questions, or you want us to talk about anything, please leave a comment right here at facebook.com. Oh, let's go over here. Facebook.com/Studio67NCC. I'm not going to hit you. We love to hear you guys' thoughts.
And how much you miss the 90s. If you have any amazing 90s memories, comment about it too.
Yeah, I would say, think about that makes me sad. But speaking about sad, Daniel Day-Lewis is retiring from acting, man.
I'm more sad about the 90s being gone. Actually, no, I'm more sad about him being gone.
He was part of the 90s, man.
Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, what was it?
Last of the Mohicans. Remember that movie?
Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, Last of the Mohicans, My Left Foot.
Yeah, I remember he got an Oscar for that too.
Yeah, he also broke a rib because he like stayed in a wheelchair to try to act like somebody with that condition for a long time.
I mean, he was probably like the original like immersive actor.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if he's the original. I think that's Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando was just nuts. Well, this guy like became the characters.
This guy definitely was his characters. I mean, like the
Abraham Lincoln,
Daniel Plainview, right there. Daniel Plainview from There Will Be Blood. That movie.
Oh my gosh.
Probably one of the best movies like that. It's like that Children of Men came out the same year.
If the devil had a human form, it would have been that man. I mean, just to watch,
he was maniacal, man.
Brutal. I mean, he was straight up evil.
And Paul Thomas Anderson, the director's chair, kind of helped too. But he's done so many awesome roles, like like we said last time.
Bill the Butcher.
Bill the Butcher and Gangs of New York. Daniel Plainview is probably the one he's most known for, right next to Lincoln. And what else has he done? Has he done anything else?
Oh, he's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's very picky about his roles, and that's a big thing. I think he kind of wants to quit while he's ahead because pretty much everything he's done up to this point has been awesome. Like it's been stuff very memorable, stuff that everyone remembers, has been kind of like touched by or kind of creeped out by.
Get to play J. Jonah Jameson.
I would see that, but I think it's a little bit kind of. I hate to say it, but it's kind of beneath him. Like I feel like he needs to do more original things. I don't want to see him do a character that it's like has already been written. Granted, he did Lincoln, and that wasn't written; that was a real person. But I want to see him do like original stories. I don't really want to see him do like a franchise movie. You know, I feel like that's kind of beneath what he does.
You mean getting money?
Well, he's more than getting money. I don't think he cares about the money. He's very particular about what he does in his movies. He's only in like what, a movie every 2 or 3 years. He's in a new Paul Thomas Anderson movie. He's very particular about his directors. I don't know how involved he is with the script, but he takes his roles very, very seriously, and he's known for that. And the fact that do you think he's going to stay retired?
Probably not. No actor stays permanently retired.
Do you think he's going to come back and do like an awesome kind of like movie that kind of, tip the hat and say goodbye, everybody?
Yeah, he's probably going to come back and do like a remake or Clockwork Orange, something like that. I don't know.
A remake of Clockwork Orange.
Something really big. I don't know.
I don't know. Would that be a really big movie? I feel like that would be kind of like a reboot of Clockwork Orange. Why do we need this?
Sequel. A
sequel? There'd be soft reboot. But as we know, talking about the movie review later. Just stay tuned. But yeah, this is kind of sad news, but it's also really good because it's the same thing when Quentin Tarantino said he was going to quit after 10 films, I think, right? And he's like, I think 10's a good number. I feel like if I keep going, it's going to be like, why? Why am I still going? He wants to quit while he's ahead because it's in the words of Quentin Tarantino, it's better to burn out than to fade away. I mean, that's Kurt Cobain. Sorry, I don't know what I said. Quentin Tarantino. Kurt Cobain said it's better to burn out than to fade away.
No, I thought that was Def Leppard said that.
Oh, it might have been. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Def Leppard.
Rock of Ages. Well, still, the saying goes true. I thought Kurt Cobain said that too. He might have said that in an interview or something.
I think he was quoting Def Leppard.
I think he might have been quoting Def Leppard. I didn't know that. Yeah. But yeah, what would you like to see Daniel Day-Lewis do before he retires? If he had to do one more movie.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, I feel like
you want him to transcend race.
I feel like he's got the talent for it. He's got the chops for it.
Is he gonna be like Kurt Lazarus?
No, it's gonna be like John Wayne.
Ooh, John Wayne as Genghis Khan. But I don't know. He's in the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie coming out later this year. I think it's gonna be his final film. He's gonna play a fashion designer in London in the 50s. That seems kind of interesting.
Oh, I got another good one. The Burger King. The original Burger King.
He refuses to wear a costume. He's kind of like going to get the surgery to actually like make his face like that.
The Burger King. Yeah, that's it.
That'd be kind of interesting. But speaking of,
we got the founder, now we got the Burger King.
Oh no, I didn't even see the founder. Who cares? But speaking of who cares, thank you for your service. A movie about post-traumatic stress disorder, which is a very big deal. I do care about that. It just came out with a trailer. And this trailer stars Miles Teller and is written by the scribe of American Sniper.
The guy, what was his name? What's the American Sniper guy? What's his name?
Hunter, what's his name? Go ahead and tell him. The writer. You don't know? Okay, sorry. Our producer Hunter doesn't know. It's written on pull up the picture of the writer behind us. Yeah, this man wrote American Sniper for Clint Eastwood.
Daniel Day-Lewis did it.
No, Daniel Day-Lewis. This man right here. I can't.
John Hill?
No, it's John something, I think. Jason Hall. That's it. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much, Hunter. Sorry to put you on the spot like that. I could not remember his name to save my life, and my handwriting is chicken scratch. But yeah, Jason Hall wrote this movie, and it's a really kind of like powerful story.
I'm just glad you didn't write it because nobody could have read it.
Yeah, exactly. It's based in this book by David Finkill, I think. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the author, but basically, this is a story about Miles Teller. He's a bomb specialist in the army, and he comes back home, and things are not going too well with him.
Let me guess. He goes back and he only feels alive when he's back taking in the bombs in Afghanistan.
No, I think we have the trailer. We'll play it just behind us, but so you can see it. The Hurt Locker?
Hurt Locker.
I don't think it's like the Hurt Locker. I think it's a little bit different than the Hurt Locker. I mean, you can see it starts out with them kind of like in Afghanistan, kind of looking for bombs. And it seems like this is kind of going to be the same kind of feel of American Sniper, where it's kind of like where he's alive at war. Even like, it just kind of, it feels like it in the dialogue. Like if you hear the dialogue, it feels kind of like the American Sniper, like you're not home when you're here. But, so yeah, there's a scene in here where he makes pancakes for his daughter, and like he figures out all his daughter.
That's his daughter?
No, that was not his daughter. That was his wife.
Okay.
That was remember Girl on the Train? Yeah, this scene right here. He doesn't even know his kids that well. You know, it's just kind of there's a big disconnect. He doesn't feel alive unless he's at war, which is a lot like American Sniper, the story. Yeah. But just kind of looking at this, what do you think?
It kind of reminds me of the Hurt Locker.
How so?
I mean,
it's war.
Well, no, it's the plot. You know, the guy, he's not at home when he's at home, but only feels alive when he's back on the battlefield.
Yeah, I mean, that's American Sniper.
It's also Hurt Locker.
Yeah, it's also a few other films. But I think this is Guy's specialty. I think this is what really drives him. I think that's what he really thinks of a lot, and this is what he's passionate about. But I don't know, it looks interesting. You want to go see it?
Supposedly.
I know, guys. If you want to go see this movie or any of the other topics that we have, you have any opinions on it, please leave a comment on our Facebook, facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We would love to hear your thoughts on this, especially this, because it looks a lot like American Sniper.
I love the girl's face.
I hope it's different. I love that girl's face, too. She's gorgeous. Yeah. Speaking about gorgeous, I don't think we should even say gorgeous for this. Because
Lord Miller?
Yeah, Lord and Miller. Well,
Miller.
This is more sad. Lord and Miller, the directors of 21 and 22 Jump Street, writers of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and the directors of the new Han Solo film, have just been fired.
Those classic films, and they got fired.
I know, such classics as 21 Jump Street, the remake, revamped for a new audience, and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
No.
I don't know. I was really excited for them to be writing this and to direct. Well, they're not writing. I think they're directing this. Lawrence Kasdan's written this.
That's Lord Miller.
This is Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They've been writing partners and directing partners. And man, when they got announced, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a unique choice because we never really seen something like that in the Star Wars world. They also did a Lego movie.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, they're known for making good quality things, but they're known for their improvisational kind of spirit on the set, and they do a lot of improv with the actors, and they kind of let them kind of do their own thing as far as kind of like some of the dialogue, and they'll cut that into the movie. And it seemed like Kathleen Kennedy, the president of Lucasfilm, didn't really like the way they were doing that, and this has been a big story. It really shocked me. It came out, and I couldn't believe what I was reading because they've done so much promotion that these guys are doing this movie. They're so happy in the whole cast picture of all them in the Millennium Falcon.
Bam.
Fire. Yeah, this one right here. Like this photo is just kind of eerie and weird now.
Because it's got Woody Harrelson in it.
Well, because it's got the two actors, and the two directors that just got fired, man.
Oh.
I guess yeah, Woody Harrelson is a little bit weird, but yeah, Childish Gambino himself, Donald Glover's in this. And I think he's going to do a great job as Lando. But the fact that these guys got fired, and they were 3/4 of the way through production, too.
What?
So this movie only had like 3 weeks left of filming, I think.
Fired.
Yeah, and they got fired. But here's the question. Like, how did they not realize before now that their vision wasn't what they wanted to do? Didn't they like have to pitch the movie and like show them things they wanted to do, see the things they wanted to do? Like, don't you think they would have noticed? Like, don't you think they would have realized this beforehand?
I don't think they would.
Why not?
Because they're just seeing dollar signs there. They only see the green and the dollar signs.
I would like to believe that Kathleen Kennedy cares more about quality than money, but I don't know. I mean, she's been in the industry for a long time. She might have got a little bit more cynical. Like I was looking at the
a little cynical.
A little bit cynical, but I think that Kathleen Kennedy does have a great track record with producing films. She's all the Spielberg stuff. E.T. Yep. She was Steve Spielberg's assistant, I think, back then, or secretary. She produced Schindler's List.
Schindler's Fist.
No, that's a different movie.
That's a different movie. Yeah, the karate movie.
Oh, it's not a karate movie.
It was a karate movie.
It's something else. But
it was called Schindler's. I remember it was called Schindler's Fist. Schindler's Fist. And he's like.
I think Schindler's Fist.
I'm not lying. I saw it. Like
we're not talking about Schindler's Fist.
He was karate fighting the Nazis. I remember this part. I saw this movie.
I think it was karate something else.
Like, sure.
We're not talking about Schindler's Fist.
I remember this film. I think she produced it. I'm pretty sure she produced this film.
I don't think she produced that film, but she also drew it.
Because he knew Krav Maga and he was fighting all the Nazis with it.
I don't think that's it. But yeah, she produced Jurassic Park.
Another classic.
Yeah, she produced so many awesome Spielberg films and a lot of other films from other directors that Back to the Future.
See, I think that they got fired because Ron Howard's like, I would have loved to do that film. My schedule's up, and they're like, you're fired. Come on, Ron Howard. Come on, little Opie Taylor. Come on, Opie.
That's the next part of the story. Ron Howard got hired on like literally 2 days after they got fired.
I got a feeling they got fired so Ron Howard could be in it. That's what happened.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is probably a case of like Lord and Miller, like I said, very improvisational spirit. I feel like this is a matter of they wanted something more safe. They wanted something a little bit more kind of generic feeling.
Like Ron Howard.
Yeah, Ron Howard. When I see one of his films, I do enjoy a lot of his older films too.
Oh, like Inferno. I bet you loved Inferno.
Oh no. I did not like Inferno. I fell asleep during Inferno.
What was the one before that? That was really bad.
Angels and Demons.
That was just as bad.
And The Heart of Sea.
No.
Never saw it.
No. The Da Vinci Code. I didn't like that film.
I like Da Vinci Code. Beautiful Mind's probably my favorite film of his.
My favorite one is probably The Grinch.
Yeah, The Grinch is pretty cool.
I love The Grinch. That's my favorite Ron Howard.
But he got hired on 2 days after these guys got fired from this job, and like I do feel like Lord and Miller were going to give us something cool and unique that we weren't going to really see otherwise, and it's going to be something different than we've ever kind of experienced in one of these Star Wars movies. But I think I don't know. Maybe there'll be more that comes out of it this later. I don't think we're ever going to see Lord and Miller's vision of Han Solo. I don't think we're ever going to see it because if they're not happy with it, they're not going to release it.
Well, we just wait till it becomes public domain, then we'll probably see it.
I think someone might leak it online. I don't think we're ever going to see it on Blu-ray. I think they're going to skate over it a lot on the Blu-ray, on the special features. All 30 minutes they're going to put on the $50 Blu-ray that they're going to put out. And eventually we're going to have the special edition with 5 minutes of Lord and Miller's version. But this is kind of troubling because it comes out next year. It's not even a year until it comes out. And like now they got to basically start over again. That's like DC level kind of like scrambling. And that really kind of concerns me. But I don't know. We got to see what happens after this. But my personal opinion, I think they wanted to do something kind of different and unique.
And they were stomped on. They were just like, get out.
They wanted
go
safe.
home.
They wanted safe, I think. But who knows? Maybe they had a wrong vision for the character. Maybe this is going to turn out great. But guys, if you have any opinions on this, again, anything at all that we talk about.
What's your favorite Ron Howard film?
Yeah, go ahead and answer that one too. Please leave a comment at facebook.com/. Why don't you do the last part? Studio 67
NCC.
Why don't you put your fingers right there where the logo is, buddy? That's better. Hey, and come on, you're almost there. Almost there. Move up, up, up. No, put the hands down. Put the hands down. No, fingers down. Okay, just Studio 67 NCC. We would love to hear you guys' thoughts. So we're going to take a really quick break, but when we come back, we have a really fun segment for you guys. Stay tuned.
Oh, Lord.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Turning all around. Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I'm ready for the show. Next up we're talking about show stealers. Now, I'm talking about Pittsburgh. We're talking about...
Oh, gotta do more than that. Give us some flair. Don't go right into it. They don't know.
We're going to talk about show stealers.
No.
We're not talking about the Pittsburgh.
No. They don't know what that is.
I'm about to give an explanation if you would like give me a chance.
Tell them what it is.
We're talking about movies and films that were stolen by supporting actors.
It's our weekly segment.
The show stealers.
Here we go!
All right. Okay. So yeah, these are supporting actors that really stole the show from their movies.
Oh, we got some good ones too.
And that's kind of like the score of Cars, Cars 3, and you'll figure that out later. Stay tuned. But why don't you go ahead and start with us, buddy?
Tommy DeVito, Joe Pesci from Goodfellas. You got to admit that this entire film, this guy stole the show. Hilarious. I mean, some of the most memorable lines and scenes involve him.
Oh, yeah.
This is part where he says a joke, and Ray. Oh gosh.
You can't even remember anybody else in the movie.
Ray
Liotta.
Ray Liotta goes. He goes, "Oh, that's funny." He goes, the part he goes, "Is that funny? I make you laugh, and am I like a clown? Do I amuse you?" And he gets like he's scared, and then he starts laughing again.
He's just joking funny, with him. Like you're just funny.
The best scenes. I mean, this guy was the Goodfellas film.
Yeah, and he was. I mean, and he's also based on a real character too, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
They changed that. DeVito, obviously, probably based on Danny DeVito. But I think it was like, what was the actual guys he's based on? Do you know?
Italian mob guy.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
But you got anything else to say about that?
It was probably one of my favorite performances from the 90s.
Yeah.
1990.
Don't you want to hear him in what was it, Home Alone, going fricka, fricka, fricka.
I did love that too. He did. I had to say he did steal that film too.
Yeah, that movie's hard to beat. But this one you actually get to see him say fricka instead of fricka. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a great performance. This next one is one that's a fairly recent one. It's in the MCU, and it's probably the only one at this point, like in the MCU, that was like a really strong villain and a really memorable presence in these movies. I'm talking, of course, about Loki. Loki, played by Tom Hiddleston. He was beyond the best part of this movie. Granted, Chris Hemsworth is also really awesome as
such a complex character.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a good brother relationship going on there, but spoiler alert, they're not really brothers, and he's the main antagonist for this film, and he just shines as the antagonist.
I mean, he's got redeeming qualities about him too.
Like what?
Well, I mean, when they need him, he actually does help.
Yeah, exactly. He's more kind of like, well, he always tricks. He's the trickster. He helps them, but then he kind of screws them over at the end. Like, Thor: The Dark World, he did that. It wasn't the best MCU movie, but he definitely shined in it. Do you think we're going to see him in Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah, I already seen him in the trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, how do you think he's going to be integrated, though?
He's going to be Thor's brother in it.
Well, of course. How do you think he's going to be integrated in the story?
I think he's the one that's going to be responsible for him ending up in the gladiatorial rings.
I don't know.
Because it shows him like sitting right beside like what's the guy? What's the guy's name? The
Game Master.
The Game Master.
Jeff Goldblum. But Tom Hiddleston really shines this character. He gives a new kind of complex villain to MCU. Unfortunately, we really haven't had too many strong villains in the MCU. Not even Ultron is as strong as Loki, which is kind of sad. But why don't you go ahead and take the next one?
The next one I got is Cousin Eddie from the Vacation films, and especially Christmas Vacation.
And this is when he was introduced, right?
In Vacation.
Yeah.
But he had most prominent roles in Christmas Vacation. Anybody that watches this movie is going to remember all the scenes with Cousin Eddie in it. He was by far the best characters in this entire film series. You got the redneck cousin to
Clark Griswold.
Clark Griswold, played by Chevy Chase, and he bought a beat up camper and drove in from the Midwest to go to see him for Christmas. Completely unexpected. And some of the most memorable and hilarious scenes from the film he was pretty much responsible for.
When he's emptying out the tank.
Yeah, right there in the.
We're not allowed to say what it is, but I mean.
It's full. He's right down in the storm drain.
Oh look, honey, it's full. Yeah, again, paraphrasing, but I love that scene. It's probably one of my favorite scenes. And when
he kidnaps Bill Murray's brother, the boss.
Yeah. Yeah,
he come out throw a bowl in his head. Remember?
I love when they're about to go sledding, and he says, "Yeah, it's a lot like the plate they put in my hand after Nom." It's like I liked it, but every time my wife turned on the microwave, I peed my pants and forgot who I was. That is every single time I see that, it always makes me laugh.
I mean, he's just the most memorable character of the entire film series.
Oh yeah, he just so many memorable lines, and he has his own solo movie that sucked.
Yes.
Cousin Eddie's like Bahamic Vacation or something like that. I don't know. We got to talk about that one day on the show. But I'll go ahead and take the next one. This next one is a movie that's very it's one of those movies you watch once and never want to watch again. Like we talked about last week.
I love watching it.
This movie's disturbing.
If it doesn't put the lotion on its skin, then it gets the hose again.
And for those that know, Silence of the Lambs, I'm talking about Hannibal Lecter, played by Sir Anthony Hopkins, who is in the Academy Award-winning Transformers movie that we got to see tonight. But so Hannibal Lecter plays a very psychotic cannibal, and he's wicked smart, and he's terrifying. He's a terrifying presence.
He's one of those people you just hate to love.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's not even really lovable. He's like
he's
a
lovable
snake.
Yeah, he's lovable. I mean, it's like dealing with the devil himself.
Yeah, it's really like he's just staying so still.
Like, to me, like when I watch the first film, it's like watching like reading the Faust Legend or watching like Paradise Lost. I mean, this guy is straight up the devil, and they're like making deals with him.
Yeah, and it's like he says things that make so many people uncomfortable. He does things that make people uncomfortable. Yeah. So,
I could liver with
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Like, what is that? Like, it doesn't make it, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
And, like, the scene, spoiler if you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs, when he, like, chews the guy's neck out, and, like, the scene where he gets out of jail. And there's even spin-offs. I think Ridley Scott directed a spin-off. I could be wrong about that, about Hannibal Lecter, which I don't think did very well. But,
Hannibal Rising.
Is that it?
It was Hannibal Rising, I think.
Red Dragon, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. We'll look that up
Red
later.
Dragon was the first, the chronological first one.
But yeah, this movie, he really shines, and he's not even in that much of the movie. The movie's not even about him. He's like a consultant that Jodie Foster's character goes to.
It's like Hannibal Lecter and then like Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, but Buffalo Bill, like who cares about Buffalo Bill? I want to see this guy,
Yeah.
which is why they made more movies about him. But yeah, Hannibal Lecter, Sir Anthony Hopkins, fantastic performance. But why don't you take the next one? I think this is the epitome of our segment today, stealing the show.
Was the Joker from The Dark Knight. This guy right here, if you think of Batman, he's so ingrained into like Batman superhero culture that you can't think about the Joker without seeing this guy's face, or any superhero villain without thinking about a Joker played by Heath Ledger.
That picture on the screen right there is just so terrifying.
See, I mean, when he got cast, people were like, "You got Heath Ledger, the guy that was in those teen comedy films. You got him to be," and nobody had faith in and then. Bam! He did this. It was probably one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. I mean, it was like so immersive. You felt like he was the Joker. I mean, he
was the Joker.
He wasn't Heath Ledger. He was the Joker, and it was just like it was so much detail in every aspect of this character. It was awe-inspiring.
And then guys like Jared Leto tried to recreate that.
Oh,
and it's just awful. And
horrendous.
I mean, I don't know if you're ever going to be able to top something like this.
You can't.
And supposedly, like the big story is he died doing the role, like because like he died in the role. But I don't know if he died in the role. I think that was part of drugs.
Sleep medicine. He was on sleep medication.
Yeah, and I think he was trying to get that kind of persona out of his head.
Yeah,
basically.
they said he was getting nightmares from playing the Joker.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, he got so into it. He locked himself in his apartment or like a hotel room for like 2-3 weeks, I think, just to try to perfect his laugh. And then he stayed very isolated. He stayed in character for the whole time. And by the way, that picture you keep sharing around on Facebook, guys, of him going over with a skateboard on Batman, it's fake. Don't keep sharing it. But I hate when I see that. It's like, look how much Heath Ledger's having. It's not real. It's the scene where he jumps on him. But that's beyond the point. But continue.
And he received an Academy Award for his performance in this film, and he by far outshined every other character in this entire film. Yeah. I mean, I'd say it made Christian Bale seem like a minor character in his own film.
I know. Well, it's like Batman is like it's a Batman movie with very little.
It's not a Batman movie. It's a Joker movie.
It's definitely the Joker movie, and I don't think we're ever going to get anything quite as good as that. But hopefully, we might get something different in this new kind of universe. But I don't know. Maybe
we already got something in this universe. It is Jared Leto.
It's big stinker pile, but
oh, come on,
I'm gonna hurt you really bad.
Harley Quinn, I got tattoos. What's up, dude? I'm crazy. I'm crazy. What is he? He's not Wayne Garth, man.
No, it's I said they might as well got.
He's doing cat noises.
Pauly Shore did the part of him.
Yeah, but yeah, one of the most iconic things of all time.
I'm the Joker, like dudes. What's up, buddy? Come on.
No thanks. I don't know where your hands have been. All right. Okay, so the next one I think is this one's again it's a fairly recent film that I think I think everybody will pretty much agree that this is by far the best character in the film and the best scene in the film. Yeah. I'm talking, of course, about Quicksilver from Days of Future Past, the most recent X-Men film with the big ensemble piece that wasn't Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, no. But he even stole Apocalypse too. I mean,
he stole Apocalypse.
He can steal the best character in Apocalypse.
But it was this scene again, basically. Yeah. So yeah, Quicksilver played by Evan Peters. He was put in this movie. He's only in like maybe 12, 15 minutes in the movie. And
I got some facts that when we're done talking about about this character.
Yeah, but there's a scene where they go rescue Magneto from the bottom of the Pentagon, and he saves them all in this awesome sequence that's just mind-blowing to look at. It's by far the best sequence in the film, and he's just such a likable character. Then they try to do something kind of like that in Apocalypse. That was pretty cool, but I don't know if it's ever going to top that. But what were your facts?
Okay. You remember the movie come out called Kick-Ass?
Yeah.
Evan Peters was in it, as was Aaron Taylor Johnson was also in He was Kick-Ass. Aaron Taylor Johnson wanted to play Quicksilver in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he went on to play Quicksilver in the X-Men Cinematic Universe.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, they were both in the same film. They both played here. They were both in the same superhero film. They split off and played the same character in 2 different film franchises, and they're actually close friends in real life too.
Oh yeah, and Aaron Taylor Johnson is more just kind of like along with his career, his character's dead. But I mean,
yeah,
because I have no idea what he's in now. But yeah, Quicksilver. And this next one of my favorites. I'm not talking about this one, but go ahead.
It was my thought. I said, let's talk about him.
This one's probably my favorite. This is by far my favorite on the list, right next to the last one. So.
J. Jonah Jameson from the first 3 Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. This man, if they had a portal to reach into a comic book and yank a character out, this is what you would get. This man was so far close to the comic book. It was like seeing a comic book in action. It was just incredible. He was J. Jonah Jameson. This performance by J.K. Simmons was like, to me it was Oscar worthy. I don't know why he didn't get nominated for it. I feel like
he should have.
That was one of the biggest snuffs of like 2003.
People didn't take comic book movies seriously.
2002, yeah, they didn't. This man, if they did back then, this man would have had an Oscar.
Yeah.
It was like, you could watch it and tell that he had actually read the comic. Just to understand the character, get perfect, straight on deadline, just spectacular. He was the spectacular and amazing thing about the Spider-Man films.
Oh yeah, he's by far like the best part of that movie. Granted, I enjoyed like the tone in and of itself. Sam Raimi's direction's great.
It's just, and he hasn't been recast since because it's impossible to recast his character after this. It's like recasting the Joker. No matter what you do, it's not going to live up.
Yeah, I heard rumors that Ice Cube has been rumored.
Oh, what? Is he also going to play? Yeah, because they're doing a crossover with Spider-Man and 21 Jump Street. I heard about that. Oh. But with this, it's just you can't recast perfection. You just cannot do it. This man was J. Jonah Jameson.
But yeah, again, that's one of my favorites, and I have a feeling they're going to probably integrate him in the very last scene of Spider-Man: Homecoming, or have him in there somehow. I don't know. It'd be awesome if they could. But this last one again is probably my favorite, right next to J. Jonah Jameson. This one is from a movie called Tropic Thunder.
And you misspelled his name.
Well, no, this is how you spell his name.
Oh.
His man's name is Kirk Lazarus, played by Robert Downey Jr. And Kirk Lazarus is basically kind of a rip on guys like Daniel Day-Lewis and like Marlon Brando and stuff. He's a method actor who he's had all these Academy Awards, and he decides he's going to do this war movie. And he goes under this controversial surgery to turn his skin black, and he lives as he basically acts like a stereotypical black man the whole movie, and to the point where all his co-stars are kind of getting really annoyed with it, and he's just doing what he thinks a black man back in the '70s would act like, and it's more
Lynn Farmer.
Yeah, and just the satire in that is just it's just so funny. It's like I don't get out of character until I get out of a DVD commentary.
To the DVD commentary.
And just like him reacting with Al Pacino, the rapper character in there. Yeah, that's just the funniest thing where he does all the things and he's like, that's not what we do.
There's this scene that I love that to me is incredible. It's when he's pretending to be a Vietnamese farmer. Mm-hmm. And I kind of realized that there's Robert Downey Jr. Portraying Australia, portraying a black man who's portraying a Vietnamese farmer.
Yeah, so there's even a line in the movie like that. It's like, don't you know, I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. And everything about that performance is so great. And I love the beginning scene where he's doing the Devil's Alley commercial with Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. And it's like 5-time supporting actor Academy Award winner Kurt Lazarus and MTV Best Kiss winner Tobey Maguire.
MTV Best Kiss.
and yeah, that character is just sheer perfection. That movie is so great too. And Neil Grossman's also great. It's the Tom Cruise character.
Neil Gross was he was also a big scene stealer in this film.
But guys, again, if you have any opinions or questions or anything you want us to talk about, please leave a comment at facebook.com/do-the-rest, Tyler.
At Studio 67 at NCC. No.
You're gonna get it one day. We're looking at your guys' thoughts.
I keep wanting to say .edu.
No, it's not.
No .edus.
Well, that's for the website. But guys, thank you so much for watching so far. We're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, Cars 3.
Oh boy, we'll talk about that wonderful masterpiece.
Hi, my name is Renee Martinez, and I am the Summer Bridge Coordinator for Nash Community College. The Summer Bridge is a 3-week program in which incoming freshmen will take ACA 122, which is our college success course, and PED 110, which is Fit and Well for Life. The students will also take an English and Math seminar to refresh their skills in those particular areas so that they're ready to go for their college classes in the fall. The class will be from July 10th to the July 28th, and we will have registration beginning in April. If you would like more information, you can contact me at crmartinez699@nashcc.edu. We look forward to seeing you in July.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I am still Tyler. Nothing has happened.
Woo! Yeah, yes it has.
I've
so
not
many
gone
things
anywhere. Have not changed my name. I'm always here.
But guys, time to go our weekly movie review, which is
Cars 3.
Yeah, I know. So excited. So yeah, Cars 3, the newest Pixar and Disney movie, has just come out.
Their biggest cash grab. Their next biggest cash grab.
This is a pretty big cash grab right next to Cars 2. I gotta admit. But for those that don't know, Cars 3 revolves around Lightning McQueen. He's getting a little bit older and focused on another racer played by Armie Hammer. And yeah, it seems kind of like there's a bunch of new cars with a bunch of high-tech things going on with them. And Lightning McQueen's just not coming up. And after an accident, he decides he's going to train and get better, just like the young people. But as he goes there, you know, some things arise. So basically, real bare bones storytelling right here. Very basic story. And we saw this last week. So I'm going to get your thoughts first. What did you think about Cars 3?
I feel like a lot of it was rehashed.
Yeah.
It's a rehash of the first film.
I can feel that too. I feel more of a soft reboot. This is definitely a soft reboot of the original Cars, and I thought that the whole time I saw it. Granted, there were some really cool original things, but we'll get into later. Let's go ahead and get to that. So.
I mean, I enjoyed it a whole lot more than the second one.
The second one was very bland and stupid. It's by far the worst Pixar movie. And Pixar rarely makes bad products. But when they make bad products, it's very obvious. They're known for making really quality work. And to me, this one was it was solid, I guess.
Solid.
It had a backbone, but the backbone wasn't very strong. Like it held together.
It was semi-squishy.
It was like it was missing a few vertebrae.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into let's talk a little bit about the story in and of itself without giving too much away. Let's not spoil anything. So the premise of the story basically is that all these new kind of young cars, all this high tech, the newest, the next generation of cars are coming up. Armie Hammer plays the one that kind of messes with Lightning McQueen the most, and we also have another car named Cruz Ramirez, who's like a trainer that helps train Lightning McQueen. And here's the car in and of itself. This Jackson Storm, it's called, and Cruz Ramirez is right here too, behind us. And Cruz Ramirez is kind of like she's a big part of the story too. But yeah, so Lightning McQueen kind of he wants to train like some of the younger cars now, and they have some commentary on kind of like the young people now with the virtual reality and some of the simulator stuff they're going on with.
The steroids.
And yeah, I don't know about the steroids, but
I'm pretty sure this kind of reminded me of Rocky.
It was a little Rocky-esque. Yeah. And the original Cars is kind of like Rocky with cars.
I must break you, McQueen. I must break you.
I mean, if you think about it, the original Cars is kind of, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like Rocky with cars.
Rocky
where he kind of
like
he falls from the center like he's never really good or like never really made it, and then he kind of goes up there and makes it. But yeah, so this one was very similar to that. But yeah, what do you think about the story?
To me, it was. I've seen it before. That's all I can really say. I've seen the story before. And he loses the race, goes back and tries to retrain. He's like, I can get better, and then he goes and goes to a little middle of nowhere, gets a trainer, and then he like learns new techniques. I mean, I felt like that was half.
That's the first Cars movie.
Yeah, it's like 80% of this movie was the first Cars film.
And so there's little elements in there that I can tell the director put in there, kind of like all the commentary on the millennial stuff. There was a few little fun scenes, like there's a scene that we showed the picture of earlier with the bus and Lightning McQueen. That was kind of a fun scene that we saw. And I mean, there was a few little fun moments, but overall it felt just kind of like I told you after we got out. This is kind of like the chicken and rice of movies, and in the sense of like it does what it needs to, like it fills you up and gives you the sustenance, but like it's bland and it's nothing really to it, and it's just kind of. And it's kind of like, you know, we've had this all the time, and it's just kind of like, whatever. It's
Chili's.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Chili's of movies. It's the Chili's of movies.
Chili's.
You don't. It's like you know you're gonna go there. All the family's gonna have a good time, and you know you're not really gonna get anything that blows your mind. You're not really gonna get anything that's
not gonna cover any of it.
Yeah, it's like it's not really gonna be anything that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be more so just kind of like all the family's gonna leave kind of happy, and it's like that was a good deal.
Oh, what are we talking about again? I already forgot.
Cars 3.
Okay, Cars 3. Yeah, I mean, there's parts of the film that I really threw me for a loop, like the whole.
Are you gonna get the spoilers?
No, I'm gonna talk about the whole like the VR training and the and the whole you know, it's just like you're old. He kept telling me you're old, and they, you know, they just did the pan drip and the.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big commentary to the whole movie too, which is I'm going to talk about later the stuff we didn't like. The big thing about this movie, like Landon McQueen's getting really old. Like he's nearly like I think 30 in this universe, which is like in a car world, it's pretty old. And everybody says,
he's older
my
than
dad
30.
used to watch you when he was little. Like they'll say things like that, and it's like there's nothing he can do to kind of like keep up with them.
He's 5 years old, so therefore he's too old.
No, he's not 5 years old. The original Cars is 10 years old.
So he's 10 years old, and he's old.
No, he's older than 10. He wasn't just born. He was like he's nearly.
Are they born? Are they born?
I don't know.
Are they Are they little tiny They come out like little matchboxes out of the back of other cars. They like grow
at the
up.
Tailpipe.
Do they just change their parts? Do they actually grow?
How are they made?
See, that's the thing about this. If he was too slow, why not get his engine replaced? Is his engine his soul, his brain inside the engine? If you got replaced, somebody put his brain inside the body.
I don't know.
Very confusing here. Like, why did he get tune-ups, like upgrades or tune-ups? You know, why didn't he put any nitro inside of him? That would have helped him win the race.
I don't know, because he's not Vin Diesel.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, yeah. I felt like they should have done a car called the Vin Diesel car, cause.
Wow, this car's great. Yeah. But I mean, overall, I like the kind of thing that's like they're getting old, but it's time to kind of get into the basic message of the movie. Slight spoilers from here on out.
If you're old, you're useless.
Oh wait. So the whole premise of the movie. So at the end of the movie, we just go ahead and tell you what happens at the end of the movie. Yeah. So Cruz Ramirez trains him, and it seems like Cruz is is better than him, and she always wanted to be a racer. And so Lightning goes through like one last test race with him, and like she wins, and Lightning's like, there's no way I'm ever going to be as good as I need to be. There's no way I'm ever going to be these young guys. And then he lets Cruz Ramirez take over for him, and Cruz Ramirez wins.
Okay, well actually what happens is he still shows up at the race. He's like, I'm going to race.
Yeah.
I'm going to race. So he's racing, and he's just falling back. And then she shows up and she's like, you can do it. And then he was just like, switch with me. So they switched.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, no, don't let her do it. And then she just like swaps there, just puts everybody in the dust, and she wins the race.
I know, but that kind of is like a really weird message,
but
though.
she trained with him. She trained with him the whole time, so everything he learned, she learned it as well.
Yeah, I know, but it's like that's the message. Like, no matter, it's like once you get old, you might as well pass it to the young guys. You're never going to make it as good. Or it's kind of a weird message, isn't it?
Okay, what I got from it was if you're older, even though you're older, you're older, you might not be as fast, but there's still some stuff you can pass on. I mean, because he stayed back and he trained with her, and he became her new her pit guy. The thing he's like, you tell her what to do on the headphones.
And that was like,
I don't watch NASCAR, so I was really confused about a lot of these parts.
But the last scene this movie,
because she got back in and she finished his 4-hour left turn for him. So
the third act of this movie is verbatim the last act of the original Cars movie. It's the same exact
I got you, kid. It was like Paul Newman. They even had a Paul Newman like show up his little ghosty car. He's like, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was like the exact same scene. I think she even does the same thing, kind of like he does at the end of the movie.
Yeah, does the trick.
Gets the flip. And I mean, it's the same scene. It's like the same. It's the whole same third act, and that kind of bothered me. I wish he would have done something different. It's kind of like the Creed of movies now. It's kind of like the soft reboot, while also trying to give it an original story. But it felt kind of bland to me. Like it wasn't bad. It just felt kind of like, well, I've seen this before. I kind of saw this coming, and yeah, that whole thing, like the message was a little bit muddled. Kind of like once you get old, might as well quit.
Might as well pass on what you know to the younger generation.
Which makes I got where they're coming from. They're just kind of a little muddled. We could take our spoilers off now. Time to give her a consensus.
Okay.
What's your overall consensus?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Why?
Well, I mean, if it had been a little bit more original, I'd probably give it. I mean, it was better, still better than the second one. It had a lot of the feel for the first one, but it didn't feel original. Did not feel like an original Cars film.
Yeah, it felt like, to me, overall, I thought this movie was, like I said, it was semi-solid. It was the chicken and rice of movies. Like I said,
I feel like this movie has an alternate ending where he wins the race. That's why I feel like it's an alternate ending where he wins the race.
Yeah, I feel like it's been like this the whole time, and I feel like this, it went through the motions. It was very bland, generic storytelling, very by the numbers. And when I see a Pixar movie, I want to see something original. I want to see something I haven't seen before, haven't experienced. I want to, like, them to tug on my heartstrings. I want to feel some sort of emotions. Like, they're known for their mature children's movies.
Isaac only gets emotions when he watches movies.
Exactly. But yeah, this one just really didn't do much for me. Like, it was all right. And it was nothing really extra to it. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10 also. It was serviceable, and I don't think it was anything else after that.
Kids are going to love it. That's the main thing.
Because they see things go vroom vroom in nice places.
And they're going to buy their toys, and that's all Pixar really needs them to buy their toys.
Yeah, but that's a review on Cars 3. So we were going to review...
I do have some questions about this, like about where they come from. Like,
I think that...
What are your thoughts on it?
Well, the producer of the movie actually has confirmed that there was a car uprising, and the cars destroyed all the humans. And now cars are like humanoid things. Like, that's a confirmed thing for the producer of this movie. That's a dead thing, dead serious.
So apparently it happened back in the '60s, because it's like modern.
It's a cop out. It's supposed to be a world full of cars. It's just an alternate thing.
Who makes them? Do they make themselves? Do they make each other?
I don't know. Well,
are they a hive mind, and there's like a big computer controlling everything?
I don't know. That'd be like a really twisted thing, and like some guy in the computer world, they're just making all the cars do everything. Look at this! Look at this! They go like this! They go like this!
It started in Toy Story.
Oh, it started in Toy Story,
that
apparently.
Was the uprising, and then this is before WALL-E.
Oh wow, this is kind of weird. Yeah. Oh wow,
okay, so this is before.
Left Earth, and then
oh wow.
Someone called Ridley Scott.
Somebody called Ridley Scott. Okay.
Very confusing.
Well, yeah, that's our Cars 3 review. Let's stop talking about cars. I'm tired about cars.
Do they give birth to little tiny cars?
I don't know, man. We'll pull that up. We'll give you some facts next week. But time for our movie throwback facts. We don't really have time to go another break. It truly is a beautiful thing. So we got some movie facts, and it's not about the original Cars. It is about
Days of Thunder, because I refuse to talk about the original.
Well, why don't you give us some facts about Days of Thunder, starring Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise was in this film. It's the first film that he actually met Nicole Kidman.
Why did you say it like you were flooded with bad memories? Nicole
Kidman. And he played. He's actually based off on a real character. It's a real NASCAR legend character named
Mellow Yellow.
No, don't remember the guy's name, but he died of AIDS because he was a real ladies'
Freddie
man.
Mercury?
No, Freddie Mercury wasn't a NASCAR racer.
Says you. Ooh, he raced around my heart.
Oh, I bet he did. He danced around it too.
All right, continue about your facts.
Okay, and a lot of the film was shot at the Talladega and the oh shoot, what's the one? The Indianapolis? No, is it Indianapolis?
I don't know racing.
I don't know racing. This is really.
We live in North Carolina. How do we not know about racing?
Yeah, a lot of these facts are really confusing to me because I don't know anything about the game. I just know it's a left turn.
Because that's what the cool people call it.
And I know the director met his wife. She was a pit girl in this film.
Pit girl?
A pit girl.
Like she was in the armpits?
No, she was like a pit stop. Apparently, a pit stop was. I guess when they stop and they like.
That's pretty hot.
Like you know the little thing will like take the wheels off and they'll like put it back on and like with cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got that part and. His car was pink, so if you'll see it right here somewhere.
Some great facts you got right here. His car was pink.
See, look at these old 1990s cars, 1990s stock racing cars.
Remember Mellow Yellow? Remember the antifreeze they put in that?
Look at all these, like, some of these, look, Sears. When was the last time you seen a Sears?
Man of Steel.
Ant Hammer. I guess that's Armand Handler. I don't know what that is. It's just wild seeing all these sponsors who are no longer existing. Winn-Dixie. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Platters.
You can see a Circuit City.
Yeah, there's a Circuit City, right? Where is Circuit City?
I don't know.
No, I saw it somewhere. It's just amazing. Oh, there it is.
Who knows? Who cares?
Circuit City.
So, got some great facts there, buddy.
There's a Ford. I see Ford.
This is Chevrolet, man.
That's a Chevrolet?
Yeah. Ford says Ford.
Oh. I was very curious. I don't know anything about cars. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I drive a Ford. I still don't know it.
Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for watching this week. We really do appreciate it.
You remember the old Mellow Yellow
I already said that.
It's the old style. Old style tag.
But guys, thank you so much for watching this week. We really do appreciate it. We love doing this show for you guys. And if you want us to do anything or have any comments, questions,
if you want to be on our show.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Depends who you are. I want you to do the last part again. We're going to get this down. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to do Facebook and you do the Studio 67 NCC. You ready? You ready? Wait for it. Hold there. No, you had it right. Come on. Go back there. Go back. Put your hands back. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Facebook.com/Studio67NCC. Well, it was more like 67NCC, but whatever. But guys, please leave a comment there. Any questions, opinions, anything you want, please leave a comment there. So I think that's it for our show this week. Thank you guys so much. And next week, we're going to be seeing Transformers 5, the last night, and hopefully the last one of those.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Transformers, we've run out of ideas.
Oh yeah, it's like we want more money.
Like I'm waiting to
buy
see
up China.
I'm waiting to see the whole transforming car wagons and the whole catapults and the transforming horses.
You're gonna see medieval stuff in this movie.
That's what I'm waiting for. I want to see how he pitched this film, and I just want to know he gave them these ideas, and they're like, go with it, just do it. You know, I just want to see that.
I expect a lot of frat boy humor and a lot of
and the zooms on the butts. He always does that. You watch any one of his films, they do a zoom in, a slow walk on the butt, like you're watching a music video. Always does it. I'm not lying. The Island. Just watch a film. Watch any of his movies.
The Island. That's a movie. But yeah, and the camera's going around. But we'll talk about Michael Bay next week. Yeah, we got enough about this. We ran out of time. But guys, thank you so much. I'm Isaac Anderson.
And I'm the other guy.
he's Tyler Keene. Stay lovely, guys.
Okay.